You looking for a getaway?
Maybe a ticket to escape and get some cotton candy.
I'll have 2, please. I'm just kidding. Hi there, I'm John McIntyre, and I want you to close your eyes and imagine a day of good old family fun.
Hi, this is Dave Kozak here. I'm imagining it, and it imagines good.
Of course it does, because there's only one place that comes to mind when you want the sights,
The sounds,
the smells.
the secrets.
That's right, and the place we're talking about is
The Darkmoon Faire!
They warned you, stay away. We whisper, come and play. Now you're here, then why not stay at the Darkmoon Faire? Though things aren't as they seem, just ignore those eyes that gleam. Come laugh and maybe scream at the Darkmoon Faire. You may think that you're dreaming, flying on a carousel. Surely there's nobody scheming or putting you under a spell. Shadows dancing, bounding leaves, swinging up the thing that's leaves. Right behind you something creeps and moves in the night with a dreadful delight at the dark moon
Wait, cut. What, did that say madness?
at the Darkmoon Faire. That's right, Dave. Hearthstone's next expansion is taking us to Azeroth's biggest magical carnival. It's the only place that comes to mind when you want the sights.
The sounds. Okay, no, wait, hold on a second. That video was like a little bit creepy. Is everything okay?
It's better than okay. It's alarming.
That doesn't mean good.
Look, Dave, everyone's having fun playing the different Darkmoon Faire games. Like this one, where you guess the weight, draw a card, and guess the cost of your next card for a chance to draw it too.
Huh, well, I do like drawing cards, and I like guessing things.
Well, you won't have to guess if you visit the new priest minion, Fortune Telling.
Gain +1/+1 for each spell in your hand. Priests are usually sitting on some big spells. That looks like a good time.
And it's all thanks to Darkmoon Faire's fearless leader, the top man in the big top, Silas Darkmoon.
Whoa, wait. Choose a direction and rotate all minions? That's crazy. That's like a minion go-round.
Round and round it goes. But the real trick here is all minions rotate, including Silas himself. So you need to figure out what minion you're taking from your opponent, but also what you're giving them too.
Now see, that's the good wholesome family fun I was looking for.
If you're looking for wholesome fun, visit the Darkmoon Faire petting zoo, where you'll find this cuddly guy, Fleethoof Pearltusk.
John?
Yeah, Dave.
What is this? What does it mean here when it says corrupt?
Oh, that's our new keyword coming with Madness at the Darkmoon Faire. They say power corrupts, which is why when you're holding one of these and you play a card that costs more, it's gonna upgrade. For example, this is a 5 mana 4/4 with Rush. But play a 6 or more cost card, and boom! It's corrupted. It becomes a 5 mana 8/8 with Rush. And that's pretty special.
Special? It's got tentacles.
Oh, Dave, that's called a trunk.
All 5 of them?
Yeah.
Can you promise good old-fashioned family fun?
Fun for everyone. Look at these Silverhand recruits having a day at the fair. Summoning 3/1/1s is nice, but wait until this has become corrupted, and it's a 3 mana Stand Against Darkness.
Wait a second. John, look at the art on the card there. They're screaming.
Yeah, they're all like, wee! The corrupt mechanic adds a new layer of depth to Hearthstone. Do you play these cards on curve, or do you wait to unleash them at their full corrupted power? And that's family fun.
I'm beginning to think there's something fishy going on at this fair. Look at the dunk tank. 4 mana, deal 4, but when it's corrupted, deal an additional 2 to all enemy minions?
Oh, that's nothing, Dave. Just wait until you see the best attraction of all, the Wheel of Yogg-Saron.
Yogg-Saron, Master of Fate. Okay, wait, all right, wait. That is literally an old god.
He's young at heart, and if you cast 10 spells, you get to spin the wheel and win a prize. Fill your board with minions, cast random spells, destroy all minions on the board and gain their stats. It's a cavalcade of fun.
John, your wheel of fun there has a skull on it.
And if he still had lips, you'd be smiling, Dave.
Why? What happens if the wheel lands there?
Cast Pyroblast randomly until someone wins.
Okay, all right, that is horrifying. Okay, it sounds kind of fun, so I'm gonna give you that. But that's it though, right? So there's a little bit of corruption and one old god. That's all, right?
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Just wonderful that we have all 4 old gods.
What?
And we're gonna show them right now. Each old god drives a different deck archetype. For example, if you like combo decks and drawing lots of cards, here's Cthulhu, the Shattered.
Start of game, break into pieces?
Yeah, each piece is a 5 mana spell with a unique effect. Play all 4, and you're gonna assemble Cthulhu somewhere in your deck. Once you've drawn and played him, you'll unleash 30 damage split among enemies.
That's madness!
At the Darkmoon Faire, yeah! And here to make a big splash is N'Zoth, God of the Deep. Great fun if you have a deck with all sorts of different minions. And, you know, if they're dead.
Wait. We were talking about good old family fun, but all I'm seeing is like old gods and corruption.
If you love corruption, you'll love Y'Shaarj, the Defiler. Now this minion, it rewards you for playing all the new corrupt cards by refilling your hand and allowing you to immediately play another one.
This is madness!
At the
Darkmoon Faire. Yeah, I get that. But couldn't we have something like nice and small and like fluffy?
Oh, like a little critter?
Yeah, like a little one. Like it couldn't hurt anybody.
Oh, Dave, I've got a minion for you. The Darkmoon Rabbit.
Oh, look at the little bunny. 1/1, rush, poisonous. Also damages the minion next to whomever it attacks. Oh my.
Yeah.
But that's...
Yep.
That's...
Uh-huh.